Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your Scorpio season reading. The messages that come through may resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or your north node. And Scorpio season is a time to really connect in with our shadow and overcome different things that have been hurting us and haunting us. All right. So anything that you are struggling with right now, where it's like you just don't feel like you can get past something, you can get over something, it's time to connect with your shadow and say, why is this still with me? Why is this still hurting me? How is this teaching me or growing me? Or if it's like no matter what you do, you just keep feeling like you're spinning your wheels, again, connect with your shadow. Why am I blocked? What do I need to do to change, to open my energy? And you will receive an answer, Pisces. So the sun is going to move into Scorpio on the 22nd or 23rd of October. I've seen it on multiple websites. Some are saying the 22nd, some are saying the 23rd. So for the sake of this reading, it goes from October 22nd to November 21st. That is Scorpio season. And then we're going to have the new moon in Scorpio on November 19th, which when we have that new moon, you may be deep in your emotions. Okay, any intuitive ideas, any inspired ideas, follow through on them around that new moon, no question. We're going to have Venus moving through Scorpio on November 9th through the 29th, which is really going to put you in your emotions and make your intuition very, very strong. Mars is currently in Scorpio and will be there until the 4th of November. Being empowered to make change within yourself emotionally and spiritually. And then Mercury is going to be in Scorpio from October 6th through October 28th. But once it moves into Sagittarius, it's going to go retrograde, and it's going to retrograde back into Scorpio. So it will retrograde back into Scorpio on November 18th, and then will be direct on the 29th, and then it will officially move into Sagittarius once again on December 11th. So during this Scorpio season, you're going to be going through a Mercury retrograde, and you know retrogrades always bring things back from the past, right? Anything that's unresolved within you, it's a time of completion, of closure, of healing, of facing your shadow and having the strength to transmutate your pain, your suffering into strength and wisdom. And this retrograde of Mercury is really going to help with that as it goes back through Scorpio. Stuff that's been heavy on your heart for a long time, you're finally going to come into clarity about it. You're finally going to be able to heal. And anything that's bubbling up from deep within you during this Mercury retrograde, it's for completion, healing, and closure. Or if something returns to you from the past in the physical realm, it's for completion, healing, or closure, okay? Or if this is like dreams and goals of the past that are resurfacing and you're starting to see a lot of signs about it, it's time to take action on that, Pisces, okay? And also on the 31st and the 1st of November, we have Samhain and the Day of the Dead. The veil is at its thinnest, and so you're also going to be receiving a lot of messages from your spiritual team, so be open to that, Pisces. But let's get into your messages. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you guys through Scorpio season, October 22nd through November 21st. All right, winter, the sacredness of pausing. Okay, so this is a time where you're really going to be going within, Pisces. You're going to start seeing things from a much different perspective. Everything that you've been going through, okay? And this could be all through 2025, or this could be the last couple of years, or this could be something more recent. But you're going into winter energy, which means it's a time of pausing, of stillness, of reflection. And when we are still, that means we're healing, right? If you break an arm, they cast it so that you can't move it, right? You've got to see this winter energy as that the stillness, the pause that you're going to be moving through is to bring you that deep, deep healing and release that you need, because Scorpio rules the 8th house, and that is the house of endings, beginnings, major transformation, as well as the shadow energy. And it can also entail the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, so Pisces, you're moving into a period of stillness because that's what you need spiritually to heal and release all things that hurt, as well as any blocks that you have that are holding you back, because it is time for you to rise. It is time for you to shine. It is time for you to have your big breakthrough. Okay, so things feel calm and still and they're not moving. Don't worry about it. It's time to surrender. It's almost like, even though this is Samhain, it's almost like you're dealing with Yule energy during Scorpio season, okay? And it's a time of healing and rejuvenation and reflection to awaken to the new spring, okay? And that's just kind of where you're at, because it is your turn, Pisces. It's your time to shine. And with that Scorpio new moon happening on the 19th, that is a great time for you to light a candle, write out a list of your intentions, visualize what it is that you want to happen in your life, create a vision board, like all of it. Because a new you is birthing forward. You are going to be the phoenix rising from the ashes. Things are going to really start turning around for you. All right, black salt, protect yourself from harm, create boundaries with this powerful tool. All right, so it's time to really recognize the people in your life, and are they toxic relationships, Pisces? Is it time to put space between you and certain people? Your own patterns of behavior, are they conducive to you in a positive way, or are your patterns of behavior very self-sabotaging? It's time to be real with yourself 100% so that you can have your breakthrough. And if you're not sure, just ask your shadow, what are my toxic tendencies? How am I self-sabotaging? How am I in my own way? And your shadow is going to deliver and let you know and help give you the strength to change, to transform, as well as your own thoughts that you have every day and the inner dialogue that you have with yourself. Where's it at, Pisces? Is it positive? Is it uplifting? Is it encouraging? Or are you really hard on yourself? Are you really down on yourself? It's time to be brutally honest with yourself about everything so that you can really overcome. That's what Scorpio season's about, is to shed that skin, to face the shadow, to transmutate that energy and rise. Enlightenment brew, expand your mind, seek spiritual awakening. See, Pisces, it's time for you to know. It's time for you to see all the things that hold you back so that you can overcome. It's your time to shine. And it's your time to assert boundaries where they need to be laid. And scale, find balance and justice, weigh your actions and intentions. So exactly what I just said, okay, where you've got to get very real and honest with yourself about who you truly are. And this isn't about, whether you're a good or a bad person. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with your energy, your own self-sabotaging actions, thoughts, negative, lower vibrational, toxic energies around you. It's time to see it all. Okay, so that you can break through, so that you can overcome. And that's what this period of stillness is about, is to open your eyes, because Pisces, you do deserve everything that you're asking for. And Scorpio season is a time for you to see what stands in your way. And also, you've got your entire spiritual team trying to come in and help you with this and help open your eyes. All right. So we've got waning gibbous moon, harvest, reception, gratitude. See, Pisces, that's where you're at. This is what you deserve, is to receive your harvest, to get your manifestations that you've been working so hard at, you know, all through 2025. Yes, because now you've got Jupiter, optimism, growth, opportunity. And Jupiter is currently in Cancer. All right, so look in your chart and see which house is ruled by Cancer. Even if you don't have any planetary placement in that house, one of your houses in your chart is ruled by Cancer. And that's where you're spiritually growing right now. And that's where you're about to be blessed, because Jupiter is the planet of spirituality, but it's also about blessings. And air energy, expansive, intellectual, inquisitive. See, this is you connecting with your shadow, okay? So that you can truly see what you need to do to make things happen, because sometimes we can be so well intended, we can be visualizing, we could be grateful, we could be the person to others we want others to be to ourselves, but it's like nothing's happening, nothing's moving. It's like, I don't know what's going on here. That's when it's time to connect with your shadow, because there's something that you're missing. There's something in your blind spot, and your shadow wants to help you with that so that you can prevail, so that you can overcome. And look at that. You've got the sun, life, vitality, and purpose. It's time for a light to be shine, like a light shining into your darkness, so that all things are exposed and revealed to yourself, and you know what you need to do. You see what's holding you back. You see what's stopping your manifestation. Pisces, this is also a time where you are spiritually growing and expanding. This is deeply spiritual for Pisces, this Scorpio season. And remember, you've got your spiritual team that's also going to be speaking to you. Your intuition's going to be heightened, just having Mars in Scorpio, Venus moving into Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio, the sun and the moon. Like, your intuition is on point. Your spiritual team is going to be speaking to you through your intuition. Really pay attention, Pisces. All right, the Eight of Swords. See where you've been stuck. It's time for that to be illuminated so that you can break free. Yeah, Two of Swords. Again, another energy of feeling stuck. Five of Pentacles. No matter what I do, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough resources, or I'm constantly feeling rejected, or I'm constantly feeling like I'm not good enough. King of Swords. This is the beautiful illumination of the mental body, okay? The Mercury moving through Scorpio, and then the retrograde period. And I know that the retrograde extends beyond Scorpio season, but it's all for you, Pisces. It all starts in Scorpio season and goes until about December 10th, okay? Where you are having a lot of awakening, a lot of epiphanies. And look at that, you're going to come out of the Three of Swords. So I just want you to see this. You've got Five Swords cards, okay? Swords is the most challenging suit of the tarot. And at the center, you got the Five of Pentacles. These are the energies that you are going to overcome, okay? Eight of Swords, feeling very stuck. Two of Swords, feeling like everything's blocked. Five of Pentacles, low on resources, money, feeling very lackful. Three of Swords, heartache, pain, mental anguish, okay? You're overcoming all of that, and you're going to have a big expansion in consciousness. But you got to connect with that shadow, okay? And you see that with the crow right there. You've got to connect with your shadow and say, okay, where's my blocks? How am I self-sabotaging? What's in my blind spot? What is it that I don't see? And your shadow is going to illuminate all of that for you. Okay, you look at that. More swords, Nine of Swords, worry, fear, overanalyzing. Where's it at? Why is nothing happening for me with the Three of Wands and the Moon? So feeling in the dark, all right? Just feeling kind of lost, feeling in the dark. So you got the Moon and the Sun coming in, but with this, it's time for your darkness to be illuminated so that things can manifest for you. The High Priestess, your intuition is strong, Pisces. Really listen to it, follow through on it all through Scorpio season. And look at that, more swords energy, but the Six of Swords, the best swords card, because this is all about you moving forward, having a breakthrough. I guess the Ace of Swords would be the most positive, but the Six of Swords is a very close second where things are going to get easier for you, okay? And look at what's on the bottom, the Nine of Pentacles. That's where you're headed. That Six of Swords movement in the boat, that's where you're headed, towards the Nine of Pentacles. But you've got to be open and listen to the advice of your shadow and your spiritual team, and be willing to make the changes and the adjustments within yourself, because Pisces, it is your time to rise. It is your time to receive. Jupiter wouldn't show up in this reading otherwise. You've got harvest, manifestation, blessings, deep understanding, and big time illumination. Star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. See, Pisces? See? This is where you are headed. All right, so those are your messages for Scorpio season. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.